What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know in Fortnite's new Futurama update. As always, if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, comment down below what you think of this update, and if you're watching this video within the first few hours of it being posted, I'm probably live on Twitch playing the game right now. It'll be linked down in the description down below. The first thing we're going to have to talk about is going to be the Mammoth Pistol, because I think this is the most significant thing in today's update. A lot of you have been looking forward to this weapon because it was featured prominently in this season's trailer and the loading screen, and it is for good reason. This seems like it's going to be a very, very good weapon. It has very high damage, with the purple and gold versions hitting for like 90 body shots and 170 headshots. Don't know the damage yet on like the lower rarities, but expect it to be somewhere in line, probably like high 80s, low 90 body shot, and then 160-ish headshot. And it has a very, very good range. The gold one will still be doing like 171 headshot up to 100 meters or so, which is just ridiculous. There's only one bullet in the mag though, however, so you have to reload after every shot, and that's kind of the main downside of this weapon. And it does use heavy ammo, which just finding a lot of heavy ammo can be inconvenient, as you guys know, with the explosive repeater. But it does have a somewhat fast reload. I've seen people compare this to the pump and be like, oh, it's really good. Its reload is about the same as the pump. Like how long it takes the pump to pump, and that might be true, but like the difference is with this weapon, if you're reloading it, you have to be doing that the entire time, whereas like with the pump shotgun, you can swap to something else and then come back to it later and have it be ready to shoot. So I don't think the fact that it only has one bullet in the mag can immediately just be dismissed, but it is a very, very good weapon. I think a lot of people's first thought with this is going to be to combo it with a pump shotgun, which can be very good, but you have to be pretty much perfect, like I was talking about. If you hit a headshot with this, or even a body shot, and then swap to the Havoc pump and hit just like an okay shot, you're going to eliminate your opponent. But if you miss your shot with either weapon, then things aren't going to be good, because after you shoot your pump, you have nothing to swap back to. You're probably going to have to swap back to like a different weapon, not the pistol. And if you miss your pump shot, then you're going to have to swap to something else until your pump is ready to go. I do think it could be good. It just, you have to have very good aim to make this weapon work. I think a more forgiving playstyle would be to combo this pistol with a high fire rate shotgun. So like the Maven or the drum shotgun. Kind of open the fight with the pistol and then swap to your Maven or drum for the rest of the fight. I think that could be pretty good, because even if you just hit a body shot, 90 damage, and then you're swapped to your drum, that's an easy cleanup. Either way, I think this weapon will be very, very solid. It's going to be something that is difficult to play against. If you go up against a good player using this and they just hit you with this and then hit you with a pump and you're just dead, it's going to be a very, very fast time to kill. And it does have good hip fire, and it seems to have perfectly accurate hip fire in the sense where it always goes where the dot is. I've seen some people hitting some pretty crazy hip fire shots with this weapon just while hip firing. So I think the Mammoth Pistol is going to be a pretty big deal. The next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the Bender's ray gun. This is a reskin of the ray gun that we had in Chapter 2, Season 7. And I do think this could be good in zero build. It'll have decent damage up close. It does have like an overheating mechanic, whereas if you shoot it too fast or too long without letting go of the trigger, it does overheat. But it has unlimited ammo. And while I think this will be good, I just don't really see it being that big of a deal in the current meta. You know, we have the heisted Maven shotgun, we have this new pistol, we have the Havoc pump, we have the explosive repeater rifle. I just think that like there's so many good close range options in the game right now that it's kind of hard for this weapon to find its place in a different meta. Though I think this could be good. It's not the end of the world if you have to use this though. Like if you get this off spawn, it can kill pretty quickly, but it's just not something I would prefer to carry. I don't think it's going to be like a meta defining weapon. The next change we're going to talk about is pretty bizarre, and that is going to be that the lever shotgun was added and the Maven shotgun was vaulted in regular loot. You can still get the Maven from NPCs, and the heisted exotic Maven is still in the game as well, that you can get from hollow chests and the augment. So don't like worry about that. But as far as like floor loot, chest loot, and like capturing the points and those drones you can shoot down in the gold POIs, you can't get the Maven from that anymore, and instead the lever shotgun is in the loot pool. I've never been a fan of the lever shotgun. I feel like it's always just been a weird middle ground between the pump and the high fire rate shotguns, where it's not quite the damage and consistency of a pump, but it's also not quite the fire rate of the high fire rate shotguns. It just seems to do nothing well, but it also doesn't have one like major weakness. It's just never been a weapon I cared for very much. It was in Chapter 3, Season 4, so if you guys played then, you're familiar with this weapon. Some people like it. I'm just personally not a fan of it, and with the weapons we currently have in the game, I just don't see it being very good. I think the Havoc Pump is much better. Obviously, the Sharp Tooth is better at range, and then up close, the Drum Shotgun is just ridiculous. So I'm not really sure why they did this. I would have much rather they vaulted the Drum Shotty for this. I feel like that would have been a better change. If the Drum Shotty was vaulted in regular loot and you could only get it from characters or for capturing the island to get the mythic one, I think that would make the game play a lot better. But I feel like vaulting the Maven to an extent for this weapon just doesn't really make sense to me, because I feel like very few people had a problem with the Maven. And then the lever shotgun, I feel like, is not really that sought after of a weapon, but I don't know. I could be wrong. The next thing we're going to talk about is going to be the augments, because this is pretty interesting. We got pistol recycle. This is pistols have a chance to not consume ammo when shot. So every time you shoot, there's a chance it won't consume ammo. We've seen this with other weapon types in the past, but with the new pistol having only 1 bullet per reload, if you get this augment to proc, then you get 2 shots without reloading, and you have an incredibly powerful weapon 2 shots back to back. Obviously, this is very RNG. I don't think it's worth basing your entire playstyle around, but if you're using the pistol anyways, you might as well take this augment and hope for the best. Another augment that'll be really good with the pistol is going to be Desperate Reload. This makes it to where your pistols reload faster when empty. We've had this in the past, and it was unvaulted in today's update. So I think if you're using the pistol, you're definitely going to want to take Desperate Reload if it comes up, because every time you're reloading the pistol, it's empty since it only holds 1 bullet at a time. So I think Desperate Reload will be really good with this Mammoth Pistol. Also, heavy headshots, I think, could be solid with the Mammoth Pistol as well, because it does use heavy ammo. The final augment we're going to talk about is going to be Scoped Salvo. This is that scoped weapons get 15% more damage, but 15% less fire rate. And as of the current loot pool, this applies to the MK Alpha and the Thermal DMR. So you're trading a bit of your fire rate for a bit more damage. Not sure how this is going to work out. I feel like this is something that's going to take a while of playing with it to really form an opinion on and really know for sure if it's worth using. But if you are someone who struggles to control the recoil of the MK Alpha, then this might be a good augment for you, because you're going to be shooting it slower. So in theory, the weapon isn't going to be kicking as much, but you're going to get more damage. I really could see this augment going either way. I could see it being good. I could see it being bad. Like I said, I really want to play more around with this and see like how it actually plays out. Before I give an opinion on it, it's very much a neutral thing for me at this point. I do think it'll be very good with the Thermal DMR, though, because I feel like the main problem with the Thermal DMR is that you could shoot it much faster than you probably should be shooting it at. And that makes it very weird to use, but with this, it just kind of naturally lowers your fire rate, and then you get more damage as a trade-off. This might make the Thermal DMR a little more viable, but again, it's something I want to play around with. I'll probably make a video later on in the week talking about this. Let me know if that's something you would want to see. And then that is going to be it for this update. We got the Mammoth Pistol, we got the Bender's Ray Gun, the Lever Shotgun, the Maven Shotgun vaulted to a degree. We got a few new augments, and then we also got the Futurama skins that are currently in the item shop for the Futurama collab. If you do want to support me when getting these skins, my code is EvolveJake. You can use that in the item shop, and it does help support the channel. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, informative, interesting. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe. Comment down below what you think of these changes. And if you do want to watch me live on Twitch, it'll be linked down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Rip. I would like to eliminate this player. Nice, okay. GG's. Let's get it. So yeah, I don't know, that new pistol has a very high upside, but I feel like the repeater is just better, because like the repeater I feel like has a similar upside in damage if you hit headshots, but it also has multiple bullets, and it has the explosive damage, which means you don't necessarily have to hit the person, and you get the added utility of like flushing people out of cars like that guy there, or you know, shooting people that are behind cover. I feel like the repeater is just like better, but the pistol is more flashy. But that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think of the update. Thanks for watching.